Wake her up. Welcome back, Evangeline.
Finally, this is also the story of an obsessive, manipulative, and ambitious man. This is the story of Caleb Bowen.
Wait, where am I?
I'll be the one asking the questions here, girl. My name is Caleb Bowen. I work for the United States government.
Bowen often made that claim, though it was at best a half-truth. Sure, he'd worked for the government once, but that was a long time ago, and he'd been running solo for years.
Do you realize that you trespassed on a site closed off by the United States government? And more importantly, that you were seen in the company of Professor Harrison Everhart. You may not know this, but Everhart is a subversive individual. We suspect he may be working for the communists.
Bowen kept lying. He knew Harry could be many things, but a communist was definitely not one of them.
I don't believe you. You're lying to me.
Oh, not at all, Evangeline. I'll show you who Professor Everhart really is. Your father's name was Franklin Drayton. He and his brother Moses ran a workshop in Benoit, Mississippi called Drayton Motors. He died in a work accident in San Francisco in 1934. Is that correct?
You've been investigating me? What kind of...
Shut up and listen to what I have to say. Do you recognize anyone besides your father in this photograph?
Wait, is that Professor Everhart?
Oh, correct. Everhart led an expedition to the Pacific in 1934. Your father was part of that expedition.
That was the only truth Bowen told during his conversation with Evangeline.
Your father didn't die in San Francisco, Miss Drayton. He died in excruciating agony, alone and abandoned, on an island in the Pacific, and all because of Professor Everhart. I bet he never told you that, did he? In fact, every member of the Everhart expedition died or disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Even the professor's wife, whose strange illness was the impetus for the expedition, vanished under equally mysterious circumstances.
I didn't vanish. I simply fulfilled my destiny, accepting the painful sacrifice my husband planned.
How can you possibly know that?
One of my associates was part of that expedition. She also perished, though not before informing us of what had happened.
Evie was in shock and full of doubt. The professor was a withdrawn and sullen individual and, frankly, really hard to deal with, but could he also be responsible for her father's death? Despite her doubts, she kept silent, and wisely so. She still didn't trust this Bowen fella, regardless of his claim that he worked for the government.
Now you know the kind of person you've gotten involved with, Evangeline. And the kind of trouble you're in. I have a few questions for you. For your own good, I suggest you cooperate. That platform beneath the lake in the Rappahannock River caves, how did you manage to activate it?
What do you want me to say? I don't know.
You must have recognized the girl's cognitive pattern, I'm sure of it. She even mentioned a period of amnesia, just like Peasley.
I hope you're right.
Evangeline had not the slightest idea what those two men were talking about.
Next question. You said a word while you were asleep. Narcotis. Do you know what that means?
I don't know. It's just a word that appears in my dreams.
What dreams are you talking about?
My recurring dreams. I see a civilization in ruins that...
Evie stopped dead in her tracks again. Maybe she said too much. She didn't know if she could really trust this man.
Final question. Have you heard of someone named Dr. West?
I've never heard that name in my life. I swear.
This is a waste of time, Pharaoh. It's obvious the girl is hiding something, but there are more effective and less traumatic ways of getting that information.
You're right. Proceed.
What are you gonna do to me?
Oh, nothing serious. Please take a look at this. Do you understand this language?
Even though it was written in those puzzling characters, Evie understood the book's title. Narcotic Manuscripts. Non-linear displacements toward the Great Library and reversible transfer of cognitive pattern.
Tell me, Miss Drayton, what's written in the book cover?
Narcotic manuscripts.
Evie surprised herself. Had she spoken against her will?
This
She
happened
couldn't help but
again.
translate the book's subtitle as well. She was feeling more and more tired.
That's better, Miss Drayton. Now, open the book. Focus and listen to my voice. Listen to my voice while you read the book to us. Read the book to us.
I don't want to.
Salve, Cornathun, Nakotas.
What just happened? Am I in my dorm?
But something's different, isn't it? Oh,
Oh no, Evie was not in her dorm room. Not at all.
Hey, over here, Evangeline. Hey, how are things, kid?
Papa! Papa! But it can't be! You're alive?
Oh, of course I am, darling. But you have to find a way.
That was not her father, of course.
You must reach Nakotas.
why?
Have I crossed another one of those portals?
Now you're imagining things.
Lord, none of this makes any sense.
I
This is
love it.
weird. Really weird.
Salve, Cornathun, Nakotas.
Driving motors? Dad and Uncle Mo's motor shop in Benoit?
Moses, we're running out of money. If we don't get some cash soon, we'll have to shut the shop down. Yeah, well, that's easy for you to say. I've got a daughter to provide for.
You're a whiz, mister. Would you be interested by any chance in an exciting job opportunity in the Pacific?
Why is this not disappearing like the other one did?
Papa, don't do it! Don't go to San Francisco, please! Hey, what just happened?
It'll only be a few days, Jitterbug. I'll be back before you can say Jack Robinson.
He's not even standing on it anymore. Ah, it started so well.
Drayton is dead, but it doesn't matter. His death brings me closer to an answer. I'll do whatever it takes. The only thing that matters is Nora's life.
Oh, so they're giving me new memories, overwriting
That doesn't sound like the professor at all.
or
Evie
overwriting my
realized
actual
Bowen's
memories.
lies were seeping into her thoughts.
Mm-hmm. What?
Frank, how do you feel?
Not good. But that doesn't matter anymore, Mr. Harry. Just listen to me. Get off this cursed island. You'll find nothing here but death.
How would she have that memory?
Go back home. Spend what time you've got left with your wife. And there's another thing I want to ask of you.
Where am I now?
Oh, you should know this place by heart. But it's wrong.
Who are you? The great engineer?
Incredible. Did you hear that? We were right. We finally found the coordinates. At last we know where Nakotis lies. Thanks for your cooperation, Miss Drayton.
You're welcome.
About an hour after Evangeline had her otherworldly vision,
Finally, I'm inside.
Harry snuck into the same building where she was being kept captive. He had been there many years ago, when he was seeking funding for the Everheart expedition.
But probably not from this
Drayton,
side.
are you there? What on earth?
Harry had always suspected that the Starry wisdom was something far more sinister than a simple astronomical society. And as soon as he stepped into their inner sanctum, his worst fears were confirmed.
Oh. Oh, I don't know. Hieroglyphs.
Apparently, the only way to get into the Pharaoh's office is by getting the right combination on the statues downstairs. And I bet my life that Pharaoh is Caleb Bowen.
Access to the Black Pharaoh room is strictly forbidden. Only once the participants have aligned the elements of their statues with the Great Black Pharaoh descend from his chambers to begin the ritual.
Egyptian hieroglyphs?
So you don't know them either, do you? Oh, hell no.
These people are out of their minds, no doubt about it. And they clearly have a pathological obsession with Egypt. There's a pyramid in the center.
Ooh.
Certain sections of this pyramid seem to move.
For a moment, Harry wondered whether it was a good idea to mess with the mechanism, but he quickly dismissed the thought. Even if it meant alerting someone, he had to find Evangeline and get out of there.
Can I interact with something? Okay. If I want all of them to face the same direction, something like this. This. But then the stars. Stars will align. Okay, it has to be moon here. But it has to be a star here. Or it can be moon here. Then a star here. Come on. Oh. I've played too much of the room. You don't want to light this? Oh.
Yes, the doors to the upper rooms are open.
Hey! Good for us. Only those who have been enlightened know the divine geometry of the tetrahedron, which grants access to the gates of knowledge.
Only those who have been enlightened know the divine geometry of the tetrahedron, which grants access to the gates of knowledge. What's a tetrahedron?
Or if you are compulsively looking for patterns.
Stellae Sapientis, the Starry Wisdom Society, Providence.
This is locked.
This looks like a biologist's office.
Photographic processing instructions. Dip the exposed photographic paper into the 3 tubs of chemicals. Developer, stop, puff, and fixer. And make sure you do this with proper timing. Is what it misses.
They rotated the positions. What does that mean?
I'm glad we finally changed positions. Last time I had to go last and I didn't like it. 10, 28, 57.
Looks like even kooky cultists have a love life. Who would have thought?
Life isn't all hocus pocus. Just say the word and we'll have a drink sometime, sweetheart. Forward.
Hanging your college diploma on the wall while you're in some sort of weird cult doesn't strike me as the smartest idea.
They know everything about you either way.
I'm sure I could name all the fish in this aquarium.
Do
Much
it.
to his dismay, Harry had become something of an expert on fish, especially those with striking spotted patterns.
The shelf is packed with every kind of specimen. Looks like it came straight out of Dr. Frankenstein's lab. Just an office. But this couch, maybe from a psychiatrist's office?
Okay.
This metronome still makes my skin crawl. He sounds glad to be rid of him.
At last I'm getting rid of that idiot. At least in the rituals. It was about time. 57.
Pharaoh already announced the ritual positions. I'll have to be next to Orion nearly all year.
Harry immediately recognized the voice of Dr. Frog in the Throat.
I've always despised spoiled rich kids, and Orion's no exception. I'll have to pretend I tolerate him, but luckily I'm fairly skilled at pretending.
Good for you, I guess.
Drat. This is my prescription. From Dr. Frog in the throat.
The patient presents chronic insomnia accompanied by panic episodes. Prescription phenobarbital 1 tablet. Instruct patient to take an additional dose in case of panic episode. Eugene Kingsley. Rituals of
1955. So they've been doing this for a while now.
Rituals of 1955. Felix's camera.
A roll of film.
I wonder what's on it. We will develop it.
This office looks expensive. Must belong to some sort of dilettante. What nonsense are they talking about now?
Each initiate mask correctly align the elements beneath the statue represents either mask, as well as the number that masks their position in the monthly ritual. Position, name, role, codename, hieroglyph. Oh, god damn it.
This fella clearly has expensive tastes. I'm impressed. October 29th. You have to be some kind of narcissist to snap a pic of yourself. Especially if it's just to show off your muscles.
Built like a brick house.
The robbery at my house could have gone way worse, all things considered.
I don't see why Pharaoh put so much faith in Eridanus. He's nothing more than a big-headed fool. I knew he wouldn't be able to fetch that statuette. What good were all his hypnosis tricks? It would have been a heck of a lot easier just to send me. I'm the strongest and largest in the group after all. A couple of punches and we would have that relic by now.
An archaeologist's office for sure. There's something written in German in these pages.
Although Harry's German was a bit rusty, he understood what it meant.
Good. In Egyptian hieroglyphs, the direction the figures face determines the opposite reading direction, a subtle guide for the reader's eye to navigate realms hidden in stone. Thus, if the characters face right, the text is read from right to left. Conversely, if they face left, the text is read from left to right. Even though these savage traditions disgust me, I have no choice but to accept them.
This must be the group's official photographer.
No, nothing we can do about this.
This guy has been all over the world.
Comes with the job, I guess.
The letter laid bare the bad blood between some of the cult members. Something pretty common when power-hungry fanatics are involved.
Ulrika, do not ever address me as Larry during the rituals again. Proper names are strictly forbidden within these walls. Consider this your final warning. Lynx. Dip it.
Trays with various chemical substances. They even have the molecular structures written on the bottles.
I swear, if it's not one after the other, then this place has horrible work conditions. And I'm not trying to decipher those structures. Yeah.
Drat, I messed it up.
Ugh. OH, then this. Oh, so it's 2, 1, and 3. Okay. You didn't one next to the other. You don't mess the order, so you just go 1, 2, 3. So you don't mess it up. Why would you do it?
Good. I've developed the photo.
This is Lynx, Hannah. This is the big guy. Can I take it? No. Okay. There's one more room.
This looks like an astronomer's office. This book seems to recount traditions of ancient Egypt.
Akit, the season of Nile's flooding. Berit, the season of emergence or crop growth. Shamu, the season of harvest. 10th month will be harvest.
So these freaks have masks, code names, and hieroglyphs assigned to each of them.
I think I have the code name for the new member. What do you think of Orion? If we also assign him the hieroglyph we discussed, his symbol would match his mask, just as yours does. Let me know what you think. After all, astronomy is your domain. Farewell.
Heaven's sake, these kooks really are obsessed with ancient Egypt.
August, October, Akit. Oh, so it will be Akit. The season of flooding. Not the season of
Different constellations.
harvest.
It would take a good eye to locate all of them in the night sky.
Oh. Lynx, Orion, Eridanus, Eureka, Corvus. Oh, Corvus sounds familiar. Oh, this is the way down. Okay. Let me see. This is Lynx. This is Lynx. Lynx is Hannah. Or Patricia. Oh, you didn't put down the names? Really? Okay. I need to take the photo myself. For the names.
A black statue of a pharaoh. I don't know which one it represents, but it's unsettling to say the least.
The one that's not true. ugh. Let's try it. The bird. Orion and Astronomer have masks similar to their hieroglyphs. Orion is the new one. The crocodile is the crocodile will be Orion, I think.
Thoth, god of intelligence and magic. A statue of Horus, Egyptian god of order and justice. Bastet, goddess of protection and love. Anubis, Egyptian god of the underworld. That is Sobek, god of fertility and life and lord of the Nile.
I think this one will be the easiest to decipher. Strongest, largest. We don't install the statuette with hypnosis. Sobek. Sobek is third here and the last. If we are talking about October 29th, third Aket. Aket is the one with... Yep, it's the third one here. So it's... So it is 3... I think. 3? Oh my goodness, not Patricia. He was dilettante. Ritanus. This one. Orion and Astronomer. So you are Orion, and your name... Psychiatrist is Eridanus. He's next to Orion in the ritual. Almost always next to Orion. From the first Aket, this is the first rotation where I don't have to go next to him in the ritual. First Aket. Aket. So he has a kid? Oh, that's what it means. I think. From the first Aket, so the kid is not next to the alligator, then it is not, then it is not. Then from the fourth Aket, he is next to the alligator, then not, then not. From the first Aket, this is the first rotation where I don't have to go next to him in the ritual. This here I'm also always next to Orion in the ritual. I don't kind of understand this Aket, because Aket starts here, okay? On the first Aket, and he's always almost... Hey! And Astronomer, so Astronomer has the bird. Oh, the bird and the kid is one. Oh! Okay, that changes things. The bird and feather, the bird and feather... wait, the bird and feather is next to this. The bird and feather, the bird and kid. Then it is the... The bird and the snake is not next to the lizard. In the first three. Then it is, then it is, then it's not. Then it is, then it's not. Then it's not. I think it's bird and feather. That's what he means. But he is nice. From the first Arcane. This is the first rotation where I don't have to go next to him in the ritual. So I think he is the bird and the snake. They all face right, so you read all of them from right to left. On October 28th, third Arcade, she was last in the previous location, so she was last in the second Arcade. 1, 2 Arcade. She was last. So she is bird and a snake. Where's the kitty? Wait, what was that about the numbers? The position in that month's order of the ritual. Oh, in that month's. What month do we have now? What month is it now? I don't know. In previous rotation. So in second Arcade, she was last. In this Arcade, she is third. And that puts the alligator in the first spot, not the third. Okay, I don't know about his name, but I suppose. So. Oh, Dilettante Eridanus stole it. Archaeologist Origa Stockholm Larry signed links. Origa. Wait. Eridanus. I think I'm missing some information.
Thoth, god of intelligence and magic.
I'll say this is the Eridanus. The psychiatrist. Eugene? Yes. Is not next to him. So I think he's the weird vase. This Lynx, Corvus, Orion, Eridanus. We are looking at third Arcade, so he's second. You were?
Statue of Horus, Egyptian god of order and justice.
And you?
Anubis, Egyptian god of the underworld.
Archaeologist. Where's the Larry? He is Lynx. Wait, Oregas to calling me Larry. He would be... Oh, my head hurts. I think I'm missing something. Symbol that matches the mask. So no, this is addressed to him. So he is Uriga. I was right about this. From someone called Lynx. I would say the lady is Lynx. It seems proper. Since she is busted. And then you are Uriga. You are Larry. And Orion and Astronomer have masks similar to their hieroglyphs. So Astronomer would be the one bird and kid, and Orion would be the... Yes, I think so. Am I left with Orion, psychiatrist, astronomer. We are left with small bird and feather, and small bird and snake. I think she's small bird with snake, so he would be small bird with feather, and he would be fourth. It'd be a lot easier if I didn't try to do it like this, but with pen and paper. So you are fifth. No, you are... You are... Howard? You are... Astronomer? You would be Corvus, and you would have the one with the feather? No, I have the one with the feather, the one with the kid.
getting something wrong.
Oh my goodness. So Toph is not in the picture. Toph is the new one. Oh. Okay, let's see. Who is Felix? If you are not... Are you Felix?
Nope, I'm getting something wrong.
Why would I think that the psychiatrist is the bull? The statue or something? It is... Oh, I think I messed it up. Oh. Wait, what was it? I hated being last in the previous rotation. She is the statue, okay. Patricia, I'm sorry. I read it incorrectly. Why just stop calling me Larry? Signed Howard. Oh, photographer is Felix. I don't know why. It didn't occur to me earlier. There's nothing mentioned Corvus. And you are second now. I'm curious about this. Maybe you are not Lynx after all. The Keeper of the Dead would be third, I think. Wait. You are third, right? Yes, because I messed this up. You are Eugene, you are psychiatrist, you are Eridanus, and this is what I messed up. This. Is this correct?
Nope, I'm getting something wrong.
Oh, because I didn't correct this. You are not Felix. Wait, are you Felix? Eugene, Howard, Larry. Oh, you are Felix. Oh my goodness. I think you are Felix. It was... Where was it? Archaeologist. Larry. Okay. And you signed it as Lynx? Okay, so you're Larry, And you are 5th? Yes, you're 5th. So you are Felix. Right? Wait, I'm confused.
Thoth, god of intelligence and magic. Anubis, Egyptian god of the underworld.
So what's left is this. You're Felix and you're 3rd, I think. And you are 4th.
This isn't right.
I'm not. I checked it out.
That elevator. It must be the access to Bowen's office. Evangeline has to be there. I'm sure of it.
Why is psychiatrist considered the god of the underworld? And archaeologist is of magic. I would say that this particular psychiatrist is delving in magic. So all in all, I find it really weird. Didn't
As he
we
rode
wanna
the
go down?
elevator up, Harry regretted not bringing a weapon. What if Bowen was still up there?
Oh,
All right. Let's see what you're hiding here, you scoundrel. Consciousness exchange? Is he talking about mind swapping?
Capness, the Egyptian priest holds the method to activate the shining trapezohedron. The consciousness exchange will let me access the arcane knowledge lost to time.
Spitsbergen. That's the place in Norway Evangeline mentioned.
The base at Spitsbergen. Ulriga said they're keeping one of those creatures frozen in the ice. Maybe we can communicate with it. The girl with Everheart understands its language. So they want her body.
So the cult was on the expedition along with Peasley. How long have they been behind all this?
Rappahannock River Case, Virginia, 1947. Left to right. Nathaniel W. Peasley, Caleb Bowen, Joan Teague, Patricia Seckler, Eugene Kingsley, and Larry Monroe.
Apparently that John Teague was Fornax, another cult member.
Narcotic site confirmed. Very useful information. Fornax died from complications after retrieving the statuette. Ichor is dangerous. We need to decipher the manuscripts. How? Who? Narcotic ruins? Magic structures in the caves of the Rappahannock River, Virginia. Where is the city? Yo, what's that? Can we take it? No.
Well, looks like they give this medal to just about anyone. That doesn't sound good at all. And what's this Azathoth business?
Unravel the mysteries of the shining trapezohedron. Bring forth the black man. Depart for the throne of Azathoth at the center of the final chaos.
Say, isn't that Senator McCarthy?
Ui.
Say, isn't that Senator McCarthy?
Indeed. Caleb's friend Joe was none other than Senator Joseph McCarthy, who led the infamous witch hunts against alleged communists.
Oh, yeah, pretty.
This creature seems vaguely familiar.
Evangeline had to be on the other side of that door, no doubt about it. But Harry stopped before entering. Was there anything left for him to find in Caleb Bowen's office?
We can try.
There may be something important here. I can come back later.
Okay, let's look for anything else left behind. I think I'm fairly thorough. Okay, maybe not.
I knew Bowen would never abandon his Nazi pals.
Bowen, I confirm that we will bring Felix Stahl to America. We will do so under Operation Paperclip. However, you need to put aside all that esoteric nonsense. It makes you lose credibility with people in Washington. Sincerely, Werner von Braun. Is that all? Now I'm fairly sure this is everything. You can't get out of here, right? Yeah. If there's anything else, it's well hidden. Necronomicon? Maybe.
Evangeline had to be on the other side of that door, no doubt about it. But Harry stopped before entering. Was there anything left for him to find in Caleb Bowen's office?
Please be all right, Evangeline. Let's go, Miss Drayton. We have to get out of here.
Look, it's the engineer. I've seen one of those creatures before. In my dreams. In the stone city, in the jungle. He spoke to me in my dreams, Professor. I have
Forget about it, Miss Drayton. We'd have to call the police and...
Calling the police won't do any good, Professor. We have to go to Spitzbergen. I need to talk with him, with the great engineer.
Miss Drayton, don't you realize this doesn't make any sense? We can't chase Bowen and his...
No, you don't understand. Bowen isn't in Spitzbergen. He's on his way to the city, on his way to Nicotis.
Harry couldn't believe what he had just heard. Evangeline had mentioned a place he had known in dreams, long ago. So long ago, he had nearly forgotten it.
I had a strange dream today. I was inside a vast library and gazed at vistas of another world.
All these questions came crashing down on Harry. And suddenly, he wasn't so convinced anymore. Before boarding the plane to Norway, Evie and Harry talked about the trip. About where they'd be stopping over. About what they'd do once they got to Spitzbergen. They talked about bringing plenty of warm clothing and gear and supplies to make it through. They talked about getting their documents and passports in order. They even talked about the strange city they had both dreamt of. But Evie knew there was something they hadn't talked about. A question she didn't know how to ask the professor, because every time she'd tried, the right words never came out. But a long flight leaves plenty of time to think.